Maribeth, welcome. You were recently interviewed for a book, Outliers in Education. So give the audience some sense of your background.
So I was a classroom teacher for 5 years. I taught English and AVID at a high school in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay, now back up, AVID. What does AVID mean?
AVID it's an acronym that stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. It's an elective class for students who will be first-generation college students. It's a college prep class.
Okay, and what did you do before that?
Before that, I was in school. So right after college, I went to the classroom.
Now, I first met Maribeth as I was watching her interact with her class. She invited me there to speak, and I knew within about 10 minutes that she was something special because of the way you interacted with your class.
Thank you.
Now, I know you didn't learn that from college. So what was your educational background, and how did you get to be a really amazing teacher at such a young age?
Thank you. Well, I went to Arizona State University. I started off actually in nursing, and I decided that wasn't for me, and so changed my major to human development and family studies. I loved that, but I kept coming back to the classroom. Now, my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma, they were all teachers. And I always told myself, I will do anything, but I do not want to be in education. And I really surprised myself with just how drawn to it I was. I guess it's kind of innate. So I decided to transfer again my major, so it took me 5 years in college.
Excellent.
Loved all 5 of them. And I decided to major in secondary education.
Now, I know they did not teach you the skill set that I observed, and ASU is awesome, but I know they didn't teach you the skill set I observed at ASU. How did you have to be so good at it?
You know, I had some phenomenal professors. I really enjoyed my program. It was an excellent program. One of the highlights, I think, of the program was the fact that I had so much classroom experience. So between internships and student teaching, I really had a lot of face time in front of students. But a lot of the connection that I learned, I think it helps that I'm really empathetic and I can kind of perceive the way that people are and what makes them tick pretty easily. I know that that has been an absolute asset to me in the classroom, but I've had some unbelievable mentors that really showed me some concrete ways to connect with kids that really transferred over well.
So the thing I noticed about Maribeth when I watched her in the classroom is she has this amazing connection with students. So whatever they taught you and whatever you picked up from mentors, you clearly have absorbed it because you were amazing at it. Now you've made some professional changes recently. Catch me up.
I have. So I actually had a baby last fall and I decided that I needed a little bit of a change. And so I absolutely loved my time in the classroom. And I always said that I would stay in the classroom until I stopped loving it. And that isn't exactly what happened because I'm no longer in the classroom, but I loved it until my very last day. I decided that I needed to figure out something that I could do professionally that was a little bit more conducive to my time that I wanted to spend with my new family. And after my maternity leave, I had 5 months to really kind of explore what it was like to be a full-time teacher and a full-time mom at the same time. And I just couldn't figure out a way to reconcile those two schedules and to be the kind of wife and mom, but the kind of teacher that my students really deserved. And I have some friends that do an incredible job at this. I just couldn't figure it out. And so instead of really trying to force it, I decided that I wanted to just take some time and explore different opportunities. So now I'm working with online courses and it's fantastic. I love it.
So the real truth is that I watched her in the classroom and stole her for the Outliers series because she's such an amazing teacher and I knew, God knows, I need some help. So thank you for watching, Maribeth. Thank you. And we'll be back to you soon.